shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your...
It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdowns.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Montgomery. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here in Vegas. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's complete to John Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road. And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Fields. And that's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they went up to the challenge.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Carr now on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack on first down, Carr. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Martin, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up the man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
He's got a man, complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Lazard's got it again. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. The Raiders are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man.
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Derek Carr with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. When we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Chicago. Marvin Jones, 68 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. There's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And some room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And out across midfield down to the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They defer to White out of the shotgun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Carr, touchdown! Allen looks hard from 3 yards out. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that's at 7 plays in length. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A second fake, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On second down, Montgomery. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now here's Ross. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, wasn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, Jacobs. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Derek Carr, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Ross on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr. This is White on the screen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That was a first down pickup of 8.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to pull them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Carr. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down throw. Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. One play action. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Jacobs. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Good position to be in here, second and inches. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Interior running blocked really well. Also, the two tight ends, they block well, too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best bat right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 22.
Is that big of a deal? Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Here's Carr. 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for Las Vegas. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. Good game so far. And you know something? Love has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Carr. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
On play action, now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Forced out to his left. And he's got a man here, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space, stop. Having a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They'll run the option left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because...
Fields on third down. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Carr going to try and throw on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. He'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, a gain of 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Fields. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, that wasn't a complete. Isn't a sack either, so the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
He'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position. You don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him.